The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 55. We've got the Nasdaq up 48. S&Ps are up 7. Gold contract flat, 1232. You got silver flat, 1457. Might as well say all these commodities are flat. Oil's flat, 63.06. Oil's taking a beating, though.
Yeah.
Notes and bonds, you get the 10-year note flat, 118.04. 30-year bond up one tick, 137.19. King dollar's up 42 ticks, trading 96.125. The euro is trading at a price point of 114.12 to one U.S. dollar. The yen is out here trading at 113.28 to one U.S. dollar. It's election day, folks. Get out there and vote.
That's right. Make it happen.
Make it happen. And I'm telling you, between election day and the Fed, the way the market's trading, I think the Fed's going to be more important. But we'll see.
I heard that update.
I think it is, man.
We'll see what happens in the election first.
I think we're going to a B to C, and we're going up no matter what happens here. And then coming down. But bottom line, I think we're going up. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, outstanding show. You want to understand option strategies, futures, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin and his team, folks, they're doing an outstanding job. Fast market every trading day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Happy Monday, everybody. Or, I'm sorry, Tuesday. It's Monday for me. I was off yesterday.
That's a beautiful thing.
Gotta love it. You're back just in time for all the fireworks, Kevin.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly right. And, this is going to be an interesting day. And do I think it's going to be like election night on 2016? No, probably not. But that doesn't mean, and this is a perfect time, Tom, as you know, for, all traders and TD Ameritrade clients to watch futures overnight.
Oh, yeah.
Because futures overnight will give you a little indication of how this is going or if there's anything. Yeah, I think what this market doesn't want is surprises.
Right.
Right? I think a surprise, I think both areas of Congress going one way or the other would be a surprise. Now, one would be negative. I think one would be positive for the market, but it would still be a surprise.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. And, it's so intriguing, man, that, we know that the Fed, well, speculation is the Fed's not going to raise rates this week. But, for where my head's in the market, meaning in between the commodity market and the dollar, to me, it's like, I want to hear what that statement is, man.
Right. Right. The good news, you're right. There is I don't think there's a very small chance, like less than 1%, that they'll move on rates this week's meeting.
Right.
That said, they will probably make a statement of some kind.
Right.
So that's what everyone should be watching for, even though, and that starts Wednesday, ends Thursday. So you should get that about 2 o'clock Eastern time in terms of Florida on Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. And as Kevin's saying, folks, what you will get, the cool thing about all of these cycles, and tonight in the future market, you can learn a lot just watching how these futures move, because don't be surprised by anything. That's what it really comes down to.
Good attitude to have, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk Apple a little. So Apple's taking a little beating, huh?
Yes, it has. And I'll tell you, Tom, we spoke to a bunch of TD Ameritrade clients this weekend in Arizona, in Scottsdale, and we talked about Apple a lot.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Apple's one of the largest holdings at TD Ameritrade for their clients. It's probably not very, very surprising. So people wanted to know what they thought, and the way I look at something is today's a key day for Apple. Why is that? Because it's day 3 of a big move.
Yeah.
And I love to trade day 3 because think about it. You had the earnings day, you had the big move.
Okay.
Right? Then the next day you get some downgrades and you get some news out and margin calls.
Right.
Right? So then now the third day is the day that I really want to start trading because it's starting to trade true again. So that's what I'm personally looking at. That's why I traded Apple first thing this morning on the bell.
That's so cool, man. That totally makes sense too, man. Again, what happens, what you're hearing there, folks, is that on a third day, whether you're going up or down, they're worn out.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's good, man. I like
Everyone
that, Kevin.
that had to sell had to sell yesterday.
Now you get a clean market again.
Exactly.
I always tell Tommy I only drink clean booze. No, it's true though. You get a clean market, man. I can see that. Okay, so now it's going to be make or break. It's going to be like, okay, what are you going to do for me now? You know.
Right now, I believe the company is free to buy again. I believe chances are you're going to see Warren Buffett show his head in this market. A couple of these bids look eerily like Warren Buffett already this morning. So he could be in there buying. It wouldn't surprise me if he added to his position.
Yeah, and I'm bringing this up as you're talking here. I forgot about that actually, because Buffett is in there, folks, with 258 million shares right now.
Yeah.
Right.
5.4% of the company. Yeah, right. Pretty wild. Hey,
so it's always very interesting. Go ahead.
Isn't it? We haven't talked to you since you had. We had GE, the CEO of GE buying a couple million. You had the CEO of IBM buying a couple million. Man, those legacy companies, they have some problems, man. It's like.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Tom. If you're a long-term trader in this market, GE below $10 with a new CEO who has a good track record.
Yeah.
This guy seems to understand this business, and they just sold another business this morning.
Right.
GE. So I'm guilty, Tom. I bought some GE under $10.
There you go. And if depending on how long you've been listening to us, folks, Kevin was the market maker in GE. Bottom line, you lived and died that for a long time, didn't you? Wow.
I felt like I was Jack Welch's nephew for there in the 80s and 90s.
Well, thank God you were the market maker then. That's the real bottom line.
Right. That's when GE used to rock and roll. It's a little bit less of that now.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, you're going to have a lot to talk about because the polls are open. People are going to be calling.
Right.
Yeah.
When there's a day like today where there's no real sexy names coming out with earnings tonight and after the bell, it picks up a little later in the week. We're going to trade some of the names that we like to look at, like Lululemon. We're going to look at some crude oil that's having another down day. We're going to talk about that a lot. Andy Swan is going to talk about Etsy. That's a real popular name.
Yeah.
So we got a lot to talk about today, Tom. We're going to trade a lot today.
Isn't it amazing, Kevin? And we were talking about this a couple of years ago, that Lululemon, I mean, they changed the whole business. It's unbelievable. I mean, Tommy and I were just looking at the aspect when they come out with their numbers, because it was more than just Lululemon. They basically, it says they built a $48 billion business replacing jeans.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, It's pretty intense.
Why wear jeans when
Tom,
you wear glorified
and it's not just
sweatpants?
Lululemon US.
I'm sorry, what?
They're growing large in Europe and Asia.
Oh,
I believe
big
it,
time.
yeah.
Big time, huge. Folks, right here, 45 minutes from now, if you happen to be driving down the West Coast, remember, just go to TFNN right on your phone, Tiger TV. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to showing 45 minutes.
Great to talk to you guys.
Thanks,
Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 31. We get the Nasdaq up 49. S&P's up 7. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Darryl Martin at Apex Investing. Darryl Martin, what's going on, brother?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing fantastic. A little bit slow the last couple days here in the markets, but it's going to be an interesting week.
Yeah, I suspect we'll get a little volatility tonight. We have the Fed Thursday, which,
or Wednesday.
Least,
Thursday, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, well, the statement's Thursday, right? And I guess it's just a matter of what they're going to say. Statement-wise.
Well, they have a funds rate also projected for Thursday.
They have a what? Sorry, Darryl?
Fed funds rate. Isn't that expected out, or? Oh, no, never mind. I'm off.
No, December.
December's
He's not
when
saying
the
a rate
next
hike. I don't think he's saying. What is a Fed funds rate out? Or you're not saying a rate hike, are you? Is that what you're saying?
No. The rate hike's coming in December. They're doing like their statement on the Fed funds rate that's coming out.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Sorry.
And then, of course, the pound has been moving, man. That was quite a move in the pound last week.
Yeah, we finally actually got a little wake up in the pound and the FX, and which is a nice change because it's been so quiet lately trying to trade FX.
Yeah.
You know, like 5 ticks, 10 ticks, 5 ticks, and we're finally getting some real movement. With New Zealand, with their employment change and all that stuff coming out tonight, that should be some good stuff too as well. So that'll help out with like the Aussie.
Okay.
And then they have their Fed funds rate per se coming out tomorrow.
So let's take a look at this Aussie for a second, because it was interesting last week as the dollar failed at the top. All the rest of them, all including the Aussie, they're all in step with where that dollar wants to go. The dollar failed at the highs, and as soon as that failed at the highs, the Aussie went topside.
Yeah, that was a big day on the first.
It was. Yeah. So.
And then the pound has their preliminary GDP on Friday.
Yeah, the Brexit deal. There's a lot of moving parts in that, man. That's you know, one day I say okay, everything's gonna be all right. The next day it seems like, hey, I mean, it's gonna be the Wild West out here. March 15th?
29th.
March 29th. I mean, that's right around the corner. This March 29th deal.
It is.
Well, it's going to be right. Yeah, I mean, right there, and it's going to be just all this projection of whether they're going to get it done or not. And of course, most of us, I think, don't believe that they're going to get it done. So
it seems pretty hard to get it done, between now and March. And they've had how many years now?
A few years.
Yeah.
Because that vote was ahead of the 2016 election, just to put things in perspective for us. I think that was like August of 16,
Okay.
or going back. It was before our 2016 elections. Time flies. It's just tough to imagine that we've been dealing with Brexit for almost 3 years.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
And then here, let me switch gears, and you get this oil market's kind of intriguing. We just went down from what, $76 to 63 in a month and a half.
really,
I filled up my gas tank last night. That was a nice reprieve from some of those higher prices.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Seriously. I saw oil tank, and I said, I'm going to hold off that one extra day to fill up my tank and make sure they bring down those prices to correlate to
And did they?
$63
They
oil.
did.
I think so. I'm not too sure,
Yeah.
to be fair. But I'm sure they had to.
Because let's look at unleaded gas for a second. So unleaded gas, look at that. Unleaded gas is $1.69. That's a good price, man. Oh, look at this.
Right.
Look at that. Unleaded gas is down from $2.14 to $1.69.
Yeah.
That is freaking sweet.
Yeah, you're talking about
Wow.
45 cents in the span of a month.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Hold off,
That's good.
folks. That's
good for me. I
No.
drive a big old truck.
You do.
Right, I was filling up in premium, and it was nice where
Yeah.
it was not a big price tag, and it's you feel it instantly along with everybody else.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
back.
for hauling our horse trailers, I have a big old Ram 3500 dually with a 150-gallon diesel tank.
Yeah, what do you get, 4 or 5 miles a gallon?
It just eats gas. You just pour it in, and
Yeah.
it just eats it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I think it gets about 9. I'm almost
That's
double
good.
digits there.
That's good. That's good.
Hey,
One of the newer ones.
Yeah. No, that's yeah. That's the.
But, I mean, it's hauling like 6 horses
You're
and a
hauling a lot.
12,000
Sure,
pound
right.
trailer.
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
big time weight.
So that's interesting. Look at. I mean, unleaded gas is back to May of 2016.
Yeah.
And if you got some support here, man. If you can break into the support, that thing got on a 120.
When are we going? What was that low? What a low, man. 89 cents. All right, I want 89 cents. Back to February of 16. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, it's, listen, well, particularly for the folks in the Midwest and the Northeast, they're heating oil, man. That is which is a number. Now,
Yes.
It doesn't get that cold in Texas. You need heating oil, right?
No, we don't use heating oil here.
Yeah.
We use natural gas.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
we have that.
And hey,
Yeah,
how about natural gas? Natural gas took off yesterday. That was a move and a half. And in fact, what's really wild, folks, is that it had.
Now it has a move today. It did everything yesterday.
Listen to this. There's a Bloomberg article. This is pretty intense. Listen to this, Daryl. So you got the Henry Hub, which that's what we trade, and we trade the futures of natural gas. But the Henry Hub, because of all the shale in our country right now, that's gone from number 3 to number 39. That when traders are actually buying natural gas. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I suspect inside the natural gas market, things are going to change.
Yeah, and that's interesting. Just this article says, so the Henry Hub, Louisiana's Henry Hub, the benchmark for U.S. gas futures has fallen to 38th place this year after being 3rd just 8 years ago. I would take the word just out of there. 8's a long time.
Yeah,
8 years is a long time in the energy industry, in particular, in terms of what's going on. To say, oh, just a decade ago, it was like, well, okay, a lot's happened in a decade almost. But pretty remarkable. It's 38th place, but it was still only 3rd 8 years ago. So where's like number 2 or number 1?
No, if you pull it up, they get the chart. No, that's what I start seeing.
Yeah.
You pull this up, they get the chart, folks, and what's really wild. Just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the places. What's intriguing about this is I met this guy at a party a couple of years ago, and this is about the crude oil market, and he was explaining to me that there's a million different kinds of crude, and he trades crude, but guess what? The prices that we're looking at in the future market are not what these guys are paying.
Okay.
That's the essence
Number
of
of factors, sure.
Yeah, that was the essence of the conversation. And like, if you look at this chart, bottom line is that, hey, every day, it's like I'm wondering why RF the CME is going to change the future contract, because it's like, look at the first one. The first one, like, it seems to have first and second, they get a lot more activity when if you're not watching Tiger TV, folks, Henry Hub is like a little raindrop compared to these other.
And this has to do with the average daily natural gas flow going through each one of those. Okay. So I'm not sure there's so many. We'll have to get somebody a nice fundamental take on that, because I'd be interested. Are they talking about where, you know, it's flowing through those? Are they stored there? Is Henry Hub still big storage? I'm not, you know what I mean? There's different ways to categorize how those, but remarkable statistic nonetheless. Yeah. And it says to reflect the gas trading shift. They've introduced regional indexes. This is the ICE and S&P Global Platts based on, and we've seen that, right, where Boston has huge different prices, where it's the Northeast versus down here, and how they can shift that gas around. Pretty interesting.
Hey, I got a quick question for you, Tom. Yeah. On stocks, I know they were like in something like a holding period with the owners doing buybacks. Is that over now, where they can start buying back their own stock?
You know, Kevin Hinks was just talking about that with Apple. And maybe it's 3 days after. He was just talking about something about 3 days. I'm not quite sure what it is, what time frame it is. I'll find out, though. It's after the fact of them coming out with earnings, I believe. Because Kevin was just mentioning, he said a 3-day deal. He says then they can get back in the market, too. Okay. You know? Daryl, you have a great one, a safe one. Thanks so much, man.
All right, you too.
Daryl, thanks, man. Take care.
Stay right there, folks.
Jason Path has just launched his weekly newsletter, The Quantitative Edge, available only at TFNN.com. Right now, you can sign up for Jason's outstanding weekly report, including midweek updates whenever warranted, with a 30-day money-back guarantee included, so you have nothing to risk. Jason develops his trade recommendations by creating an ensemble of predictive and mathematical models trained on data by leveraging a variety of techniques, including market-based computer simulations. Jason then combines these sophisticated predictive and analytical models with deeply researched macro outlooks to identify opportunities in a number of different markets for traders to act on. Whether you're looking to trade futures, equities, commodities like crude oil and gold, forex, or cryptos, Jason covers it all. Sign up for Jason Path's weekly trading newsletter right now by visiting the front page of TFNN.com, and you'll find the Quantitative Edge under the Newsletters tab. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 46, Nasdaq's up 54, S&Ps are up 8. Let's go take a look at this stock. This stock is absolutely getting toasted. TDR. So this is Front Door.
Front Door, huh? What are they doing?
Operates as an exterior building contractor. Company offers services in the United States.
Okay.
Look at, I want to look at the, you know, this thing, I couldn't find any, man, oh man, they take in some money, 1.3 billion. And it looks like they, I'm not quite sure how they went public
How did
because.
this come on your radar? What is, because I'm seeing Front Door and then I see the words in before equity, which is not usually what.
Yeah, no, there's something, I'm not quite sure how they got public actually. But because you can see from the chart anyway, they haven't been out here long as this entity. Looks like they started at $30, went up to 49, and this is toasted right now. So let's just see what this having to say.
Oh, earnings, just that simple.
Oh yeah. So let's see. Front Door shares plunged after the company slashed its EBITDA forecast. The first earnings report says it's a spin-off. Oh, I see. It's a spin-off from ServiceMaster. Okay. So we're all ServiceMaster I'm familiar with. They just took everyone to the cleaners. That's the real bottom line.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's the first earnings release as the spin-off, and they got analysts out there saying that management recently provided guidance and that they're going to take, it's almost too much negativity to even. Recovery is going to take a while. Another analyst saying in there, improvements in gross margins back towards its historical 50% level. Several issues called out in the earnings report.
Yeah. Now, if we go over to ServiceMaster, let's see.
Just keep typing it, maybe space M.
You got it? Is it there?
No.
There it is. No.
Yeah, right there.
ServiceMaster.
Okay.
Where are you? Interesting.
Yeah, that's usually when maybe they spun off to they're no longer a ServiceMaster. Maybe they're now Front Door and something else.
I see.
Right?
Yeah, it's a private. They're saying ServiceMaster now is a private company.
Yeah.
So they pushed out. This is amazing. You know, folks. Bottom line is that it's pretty wild. That's going to be one that's going to get on the books. They pushed out an IPO, kept probably ServiceMaster, brought that private, put all the junk public, and see you later. See you. Don't want to be you. Let's go inside the Dow Industrials and take a look at the strength versus the weakness out here today. So you got Boeing putting 28 positive points, IBM 15, Apple 13. Taken away from it, we get Home Depot -8, JP Morgan 6, Goldman 5, American Express 4. You know, if we go over to Goldman, Goldman folks, okay, you know, I remember this was when this was coming down the pike too. This is one big number. So you got this whole scandal out in Malaysia, and when Goldman was doing this, Malaysia's leader in waiting said the government is looking into more Goldman Sachs Group's deals carried out by Tim Leissner,
yes,
which is the partner of the 1MBA fundraising.
MDBs, yes.
Yeah. So this MDB, Goldman made $990 million in fees.
Okay.
And when it was going on, right, this is the guy that he came into the United States. He was buying everything. I mean, he was buying yachts. He was buying every condo in the world, right?
Okay.
And it was just a big, huge scandal. I mean, the bottom line, I think the guy's still on the run. I don't think they've got him yet. They've got a lot of other people. But it's like it's going to be part of Goldman's, you know, margins again.
So there's the numbers. They raised $6.5 billion for the 1MDB.
Yeah.
Nearly $600 million in fees and commissions from the bonds, and that 1MDB is at the center of a global scandal involving claims of embezzlement, laundering, and so there's multiple investigations going on.
Oh, it's a monster.
Yeah.
And, you know, all the folks in New York are elated because this guy came in and bought so many units in New York. I mean, New York hasn't made for the amount of people that just launder money through the real estate.
Sure.
You know, it's like wild.
Yeah. So they had two separate $1.75 billion bond placements in 2012 and a $3 billion debt sale in 2013 that Goldman arranged. It believed the money that they were raising would be used for development projects and that the fees commissions reflected underwriting risks. Yeah. The cash instead went to yachts, real estate, paintings, jewelry, and private bank accounts.
When you read the story with this guy, I'm sure most of you probably already read it. It's amazing what he did. I mean, at the time, this was the biggest dude in the world. You know, he has pictures with the presidents. I mean, he you know, bottom line is he was just paying everyone off.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
So we'll see where that shakes out. And then you got Wells Fargo is out here this morning saying that they're going to double their investment banking fees. So if you're with Wells Fargo, folks, which we have one account with them, you better watch your accounts again, because the CFO sees double investment banking fees in 5 years. And the last time, they're still not out of the weeds for basically the amount of false accounts that they put up.
No, they shouldn't be. And not to confuse the two. One's retail, this is investment banking. So not the retail clients, which are the ones who really got screwed over by that scandal, you know, in terms of charging them for overage fees, for, you know, signing them up for accounts they did not sign up for.
It was a couple of million accounts.
Systematic, that's what I was going to say. I mean, basically ingrained in the entire company.
Pretty wild.
It is.
NDX 100, let's go take a look at the NDX. So inside the NDX here, the strength versus the weekend, you got Mylan Pharmaceuticals up 13%, Semantics up 6.5%, Bookings.com, they come out with numbers last night. That's up 6%. Marriott also come out with numbers, that's down 4%. Vodafone's off 2%. American Airlines off 1%. Let's go see what Mylan Pharmaceutical has to say.
Not a bad day for Mylan shareholders.
Yeah, and they've had a rough year. Because Lowe's 30, which was this month, or just a couple weeks ago.
Couple weeks ago.
High's 47, so let's see what they have to say.
So, yeah.
Let's see.
Maybe one more. Here we go.
Yeah.
So you got revenue just slightly under 2.86 versus 1.91. They beat on earnings though by 7 pennies. 125 versus 118. Let's see, where's their forward guidance, right? Because that's always one of the most important things.
Yeah, they reaffirmed 2018 guidance.
Yeah. I mean, quite a jump for so far we're seeing. But I mean, they had quarterly revenue falling, just to put things in, you know, not quite the juggernaut to be up 10%. So third quarter earnings maybe double top expectations. So maybe just even coming off from last year, that's a good number for them in terms of the earnings versus just the revenue.
Yeah. A pop like that, well, it's been a downturn a long time. But
it has. We're only going back 5 or 6 days to put. What is that? Oh, that's a weekly. Okay, so going back about a month from where we were.
That's interesting. Yeah, so you're down from 76. Oh man, look at that. Now, the opposite. Bookings, which is this used to be Priceline. They changed the name, and that got a little pop out here this morning. And that's still near its highs. I mean, that consolidation's still on. The high is 22,828. It's pretty amazing the kind of money these guys take in.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. Everybody's booking their own travel. They're going to these sites, right?
4.8 billion.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No, definitely.
Stay right there, folks. Tom and I come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 49, the Nasdaq up 36, S&P's up 5. So check this article out. This is pretty wild, particularly for, I guess I'll pull it right over. Did I have? Let me pull it this side. So in Colorado, folks, okay, 7 drillers got a lot to lose with Colorado's oil vote today. So what this is about, Anadarko, Noble Energy have the most riding on an anti-drilling referendum unfolding Tuesday in Colorado, one of the biggest oil-producing states. The two explorers collectively control drilling rights to 750,000 acres that they might not be able to drill on if voters approve Proposition 112, a measure that would curb oil and gas development across more than half of the Rocky Mountain state. Now, the thing that's amazing about this is that the Colorado, folks, always has been a big oil and mining state in a big way. That being said, the real estate market has grown so crazy out there. I mean, we were out there in, 1994, 96, and it blew my mind coming out of Denver. We're in Bloomfield, and what ended up happening is that 1 second you had beautiful farms, and the next second just sprawls of houses in thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of them.
And that's what this exactly does. It requires new drilling sites basically not to be near homes, schools, and other quote-unquote vulnerable areas. So you're talking about 760 meters, essentially. So call it 7 football fields. Man, if I had a house, if I had a school, I wouldn't want a drilling rig, 7 football fields away from my house.
In California, they're right in your backyard. They're right in your backyard. And when I first got there, so that's how they are, in your backyard. So picture this. If you haven't been in drilling states, folks, what ends up happening, when I first got to California, I thought I was seeing things. So you have a house, and when you're selling a house, you don't sell the rights to the oil. You keep the rights to the oil underneath your house. And in the backyard, you have the drill, not the pumps going up and down. It's like the craziest thing in the world. But that's what they're talking about. And what's intriguing there is, we'll see where that shakes. But I suspect it will, because so many people have moved to Colorado.
Yeah, and I'm not. Yeah, I mean, California's pretty regulation intensive, so I'm not sure when you're talking about they had pumps in people's backyards.
They still do.
Okay.
But, yeah, I was there at 68, but they still have pumps in their backyards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just talking about the actual safety hazards in terms of a couple of people. They had Anadarko, one of the companies you talk about, you know, gas lines exploding last year, just killing people next to their houses. So not just kind of a idealistic proposal.
Oh, let me tell you, it's weird having a pump in your backyard. There's no doubt about that. What's intriguing is that the way I'm looking at this article is that we'll find out whether they lose or not, but they should have calmed down the amount of development, if you know, because the development, I think they on some of those mountains, man, they just developed everything. It's like when you come outside Denver now, folks, you just can't believe. I remember when Fort Collins, well, here's Greeley. If you look at this, I remember when Fort Collins used to be in the middle of nowhere. And now my understanding is it's huge. Greeley's huge. These were all you could drive for an hour and not see a house.
Yeah.
You know, now that's still 20 years ago. But bottom line, you know, now it's unbelievable.
Sure.
But it's going to be intriguing to see what happens there, though.
Yes.
And the other side of that, though, what you do have, it's not like they're not pumping out a huge amount of oil. They're pumping out like it's a huge amount of oil they're pumping out every day. You know. Gold. Let's go take a look at that gold contract. So I suspect I don't see a lot of movement, election-wise at this gold thing tonight. I think the Fed, the statement's going to basically move the needle on here.
Sure. I would agree with that.
As to where they're going to go. So we're still building cars. You're pulling back today. You get light volume. You got 118,000 contracts. You're pulling back with. You got let's see what we're coming into. Yeah, you're coming into 313. Oh, we got to go to the cannabis market. So, oh, look at this taking off again. Okay, so canopy growth's up 293. That's coming into a big downdraft, though. You got with 6 million. Oh, well, you could get 25 million today. You're going to 25 million. Let's see what they. This is pot shortages. More than half the cannabis products for sale in Canada's e-commerce platforms are still out of stock. But new products are being added to the pace of roughly 100 a week. Let's see. Out-of-stock rates remain higher for CBD-based and balanced product, including capsules and oils. Well, that's good news for the companies, I guess. If you're out of stock.
Yeah, they might have a little bit of volatility at the get-go in terms of, but yeah, they're selling product off the shelves.
And let's see. Oh, let's go to the poster child, Tilray, right? Yeah, this moves with the market. Still moves with the market. It's amazing. The stock still has $106, a market cap of $9.8 billion. And they're expecting to take in 10.1 million. Oh, this is good. This is okay. They're coming up. This is earnings on the 13th. Let's go look at Canopy. So Tilray's the 13th.
No, one more. It's CG.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, I believe you're typing it the other way. Yeah.
Oh, this is good. So all the pot stocks are coming out with their numbers. Canopy's on the 14th.
Yeah. The only thing that'd be interesting is all these stocks are still just a story. So no matter what they come out with, it's going to be a story that's going to be told on those earnings, let alone actual data.
Well, it's going to be and Canopy's. They're gonna have to do some talking. They're claiming they went from 25 million, they're gonna do 61 million. So that's gonna be pretty intense. I don't know how they're gonna get there.
So can you put that back up? How are they already gonna come out with their second quarter 2019? Are they that far into their?
They probably are. I mean, if I get into I'm not quite sure how to.
That would be as far ahead as I've seen a company being into the second quarter of their 2019 fiscal, but it's possible, yeah.
Yeah. It just depends when they started their fiscal year, which, yeah, that could happen. July, August, September. I don't know. It's pretty close, though. Some of them start in July. I mean, do you know what I mean? Even governments start in July. But
yeah, but that would put it as first. So that would mean they'd have to start their 2019 like March of 18.
Yeah. Let's see with Tilray. So
TLRY.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in the third quarter in 2018.
That's where everybody is, which is why I did peaked up a little bit.
Well, we'll see where that baby's going to go.
We sure will.
The S&P, so let's take a look at this S&P for a second. So what you had yesterday is that, whoops, ESC 8.
Yeah, you were in December 19. Not quite there yet.
Yeah, this thing's pushing, man. This thing wants to get up into this 2785 number. Right now, you're 2748. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 92, Nasdaq up 39, S&P's up 8. Come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials up 91 right now, Nasdaq up 35, S&P's up 7.5, and you know, basically a pretty decent market out here.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, wait, there we go. Nothing too crazy before we get such a potential news event tonight,
right,
let alone Thursday.
That's where the futures are going to come in, folks.
Yes, definitely.
You know, and the VIX is staying elevated for sure.
And it's going to be a late night for the futures in terms of you're not going to figure out what's going on until, and it might not even happen tonight because things could hang in the balance, whether it's the House, whether it's the Senate. There might be a few that just, you know, they got to wait for mail-in ballots where they're going to get a lot of the results, but there's no one race that's going to matter tonight like the presidential race. It's going to be who controls the House, who controls the Senate. You got the West Coast, which is going to start coming in at like 8 o'clock, so it's 11 o'clock East Coast. And then if you have some races that are just too close to call, you might not get a decision on that, depending on how close it gets, just to get people ready that you might not get a decision on that.
And that's more trading opportunities, folks.
That would put some volatility in it.
The futures will be going up and down.
They will.
One person gets elected in one state, futures go up. Another person gets it, they go down. We'll probably end up, listen, my take is we're doing a B to C and ABC down, so I think we're going up first. But I think the volatility is going to be really cool. I think it looks to me like we'll see whether it's going to be the peak out on Thursday when the Fed comes out with the numbers. What I'm looking for, even in the SPY, just to make it benchmark easy, I'm looking for the markets to get up into the consolidation. Close that, baby, right there. And that consolidation, like about 278. Right where we consolidated about 5 days up there. We'll see. We'll see where that baby goes.
We will. Get out there and vote. Everybody, no matter what.
Stay right there, folks. We get Fast Market coming up next, and we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. No matter what kind of trader you are,